Welcome back. The Minister of Public Works and Family Island Affairs, Clay Sweeting, has announced significant strides in a key initiative. Speaking at a press conference at the office of the Prime Minister on Tuesday, he revealed that the Unregulated Communities Action Task Force has now identified over 25 unregulated communities and has demolished more than 500 makeshift dwellings.
The government continues with its mandate to improve the standard of living and reduce the level of unplanned developments throughout this country. Our efforts to eliminate illegal settlements continue, with substantial progress being made. The Unregulated Communities Action Task Force, in collaboration with the Building Controls Division at the Ministry of Works and Family Island Affairs, has identified more than 25 unregulated communities across New Providence and the Family Islands.
Minister Sweeting emphasized that the plan goes beyond just reclaiming land.
Now, I must reiterate that this initiative is not just about reclaiming land, but also about ensuring orderly development, protecting health, public health and safety, and preventing strain on infrastructure. The ministry is working closely with community stakeholders to ensure that the process is carried out lawfully and transparently.
As the government continues its commitment to infrastructural development and public safety, he said members of the public can stay tuned for more updates on upcoming events in the coming months. Amidst the constant criticism the government continues to receive in reference to the state of roads around the country, especially here in the capital, Minister of Works Clay Sweeting on Tuesday also notified the public that the government plans to take a different approach as it relates to road improvements.
When we speak about potholes, this was and is an issue for Bahamian drivers. You look at social media, you can see a lot of complaints. As I spoke earlier, you look at the extensive rain and weather patterns, which has caused the ministry and the pothole contractors to redo potholes that was fixed prior to the weather. So the ministry is looking at newer technologies to improve not just on our infrastructure, but on the pothole patching program. So this material, which is an overlay over the hot patch material, would hope to be utilized to decrease water infiltration and for the potholes to last longer.
Additionally, Sweeting noted that some residents may be eligible for assistance from the ministry if your vehicle received significant damages from the state of the roads, from falling into deep potholes and such. He said this about the claiming process.
There are persons that have complained about that. Persons do make applications to the ministry, and then the legal department would deal with it. And some persons, depending on whether the issue was because of the roads or not, but we do have a lot of potholes in the country, and I'm sure we had a lot of rims being bent, and I'm sure it'd be an excessive amount of claims, but the legal department would review it and then we'd move on from there.
Minister Sweeting said consistent rain in recent weeks has not helped, but noted that road works are currently ongoing in the major problem areas around the capital and is expected to expand throughout the Family Islands as well. The Minister of Works also sought to give the public an update on flooding mitigation in the area of East Bay Street and Dowdeswell Street.
When we look at flood mitigation and road maintenance, we continue to make flood mitigation a key priority. A significant initiative is the New Providence Drainage Culvert Rehabilitation Project, which has targeted the East Downtown area with more than a dozen drains cleaned and repaired, significantly improving water flow and reducing the risk of flooding. This work was critical to easing the impact of flooding in this area. However, despite these improvements, and after the last downpour, some areas such as East Bay Street and Dowdeswell Street still experience some flooding. So our teams are working to assess additional measures to address these areas, which remain vulnerable to flooding.
Sweeting said although the East Bay Street area still experienced some flooding, water drained away much quicker than before. He said the government will continue to address the need for roadworks around the capital as teams are working relentlessly, especially with the constant rains in recent weeks. And finally, on Monday, the Bahamas National Statistical Institute released the second quarter 2024 foreign trade figures on imports and exports into and from the country. The report shows that the second quarter commodities imported for 2024 totaled $1.3 billion, resulting in an increase of 25% when compared to the same period last year. Machinery and transport equipment, the largest contributor to imports, totaled some $325 million, or 24% of all imports. This was followed by the category of mineral fuels, lubricants, and related materials, which accounted for 22%, or $299 million. Unfortunately, total exports, including domestic and re-exports for second quarter 2024, totaled just $221 million, resulting in a significant decrease of 13% when compared to the same period last year. The major categories of exports consisted mainly of machinery and transport equipment, totaling $90 million, 41% of total exports. Manufactured goods totaled $54 million, or 25% of total exports. The Bahamas Bureau of Standards and Quality is currently engaged in an initiative that is expected to help boost the export of Bahamian-made products. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jareno Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.